Hello! It's us being uggos. Drinking our lemonade. What's up, guys? It's Nia and Rena.
I'm just gonna clink this the whole time.
Don't clink it. Can you guys let us know? Whoa. Oh my god, thank you. Who just followed us? Or who followed me? Fuck. Who was it?
Thanks for the follow on Nia's behalf. I'm Nia's people.
I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't show up for some reason.
What?
Did I spell it wrong?
What doesn't?
Did I spell your @name wrong on Twitch? Renee Lovely.
Oh.
Is it a do you do a dash or an underscore? What?
No, I did lovely spelled with a Y. Like
sorry guys, don't follow Renee Lovely.
Can I change my username?
I don't know. You can try.
Don't follow me until I get this worked out. Yeah. Like a dum-dum. Hold on.
You? Account. Edit profile. Username. Wait. Oh, Rena's gotta be Renee Lovely.
I have to
for
wait
60 days. You're gonna forget about the app in 60 days.
I won't, dude. Watch me on this 61st day. I'm gonna be like, I had to do something today.
Thank you guys for following. What is happening in here? Thank you guys. So we have a goal today.
We do.
Well, yes, we have a subscriber goal. And I don't know how many subscribers we have right now.
Should I look?
Yeah, can you look?
You say we as if I have anything to do with this.
You're
but
part
it's
of
good
it.
to be here,
You're
you know?
part of it, guys. She's a part of it.
Guys,
current amount.
Play nice now.
It won't let me change it. So
Whoa!
Turn your volume down, you crazies.
Hey, I can see the chat.
Okay. Yes, Rena's. Oh my god. So she's like, do I look bald right now? Does she look bald? Thank you guys.
Thank
oh my
you.
god.
Yeah,
what
I was gonna take my hair down. 373. What is our goal?
500.
Make it so.
Make it so.
Tell your friends and family and dogs.
This is my Twitch account, but you can also follow me on YouTube. I have a lot more subscribers who just sit there and don't do anything. I guess.
Like me.
So I invited Rena on today because she's my sister. I live with her. Also, I have a hair sticking straight out that way. We're just gonna
live
go
together.
Yeah, guys, we've been decorating for Halloween. Can you guys see this beautiful bug wall we have behind us? We're gonna expand upon it. But if you have any bugs,
send them to the P.O. box.
They have to be specific though. Rena doesn't like bugs, and it's kind of interesting because we're sitting in our eating area right now. And
I just get weirded out at like the ones with the really like you know mosquito hawks. Like those motherfuckers are
I try
disgusting.
not to remember them.
Their legs are all like dangly, and I don't like that kind of stuff. The closest thing we've got here are these. You can't really see them, but they're beetles. And just some beetles and bugs like that, like it just looks like noodles or like something I'd eat, like a grain of rice.
You don't like the smaller ones.
It just reminds me, like, oh, this could be that in my food, even though I know logically that it's not. But yeah, and then it ruins my meal, and I throw it out, or I keep it for a day when I don't think of bugs.
Mm-hmm. No bugs.
So don't send that to the P.O. box.
You can send butterflies. Thank you, Lay Bear.
How do you see that? Oh,
I'm looking. Look at there, bitch. Oh my god.
I was trying to read that thing.
No, you can read it down here at the mini feed. I can actually move this down a tiny bit. You can see more. Why are you guys so beautiful? Because I decay. I don't know. Plastic surgery?
Yeah.
We actually haven't had anything done. Unless you count me, like, sitting in the mirror like this when I used to be insecure about my nose and do, like...
Aww. I love your nose.
I love my nose, too, dude. Dude... Like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with us.
Also, nothing wrong with plastic surgery. We just haven't done it.
No. No, I get pissed off because people accuse, like, I'm a very honest person. If I ever had, like, I used to want a boob job. I don't want it anymore. But, like, whenever I've, like, had something, like, okay, like, my eye color, for example. Like, I used to wear contacts, blue contacts. And I was always pretty honest about them being contacts. I was never embarrassed. Like, I told people where I got them. I told them what they were. Like, I think it's, like, that people used to be like, you have lip fillers, like, admit it. And I'd be like, I'd be lying if I admitted it. Like, I don't have lip fillers. My lips are naturally like this. But I try to force them back so they look like a human face.
This is her straining.
Yeah.
She's naturally all the time.
Yeah. Hi, Botox. Guys, there's so many people here today. Thank you. I guess all I need is for my sister to come in here, and then you guys support us. What, my meat killing Sims isn't interesting enough for you?
This is Nia's Twitch and friends. I'm friends over here right now.
Twitch and friends.
We're not sisters anymore.
Thank you, Cloudy, Esme. What would you change about the old HV era? Which one? The insecurities.
Let's pick one. Like the very first one, like I Can Feel It kind of.
What would
or
we
like,
change about that?
Wait, is it album era?
Let's do well, I Can Feel It era. I feel like I would have. What would I have changed about it though?
I wish we knew that we had more control over what we wanted to do artistically. Yeah. And I feel that way about the album era, as honestly every album up to
until here,
very much lately. I feel like it wasn't that we didn't want to be creative. We were just so stunted at times in like, you guys have to do this and look this way and don't say that and to the point where we didn't even realize that we could say we don't want to do that, or like we want to make this album about this. Like, we didn't understand that this is literally our art. It's not just some big record company. And again, like we experienced a lot of awesome things, and like we loved working on our music and everything. I just wish we knew that we didn't have to bend and break for everyone that came our way and wanted us to do something a certain way.
That was definitely, I feel like, one of the biggest lessons we've had is like when we started realizing that we were actually the boss, because I think we used to think the labels and the management and all these other people that we were basically just being spineless for them. And also anytime that we presented ideas that we thought were creative and fun, we got shot down a lot. And I feel like that was kind of a way of controlling.
Yeah, I mean, I think there were times I just like, yeah, I just, again, like you said, like I wish that we knew that they worked for us and not the other way around. Like
once we got there, I feel like, I think in 2018 is when Casey, Rena, and I kind of realized like we had control. So we would set up meetings with our management companies and our management company and our label and be like, what are we doing? This is what we want. This is what we want. This is what we want.
And just getting more hands-on by the day, like just really wanting to, we've kind of always written our songs. We've taken pitch songs before, but this era in particular is one that we are just extremely hands-on with. And
because we're in every single writing session.
Yeah,
it's not like a writing camp.
Yeah, and like, we love writing camps too, but like literally just every session is like Nia and I and Casey just like brainstorming what we want to write about and what we want to say that day.
Also, you know what else is like, I mean, there's no way to know this at the beginning, but I feel like when we were in like writing camps during like the I Can Feel It era, oh my god, Sam was running down the stairs. Oh my god, that was so long. Like he was like,
he's so
majestic. He was like so freaking like spindly.
Yeah,
it was so
like,
weird.
He's like a mermaid.
But I think that, like, in the I Can Feel It and From the Outside era, something I was afraid of, like, especially in writing sessions, is, like, not having a good enough idea. Whereas now, like, I'm glad that Rena and I are so, like, willing and able and, like, ready to just throw out a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Like, and just be like, this sucks, do something with it. Like, we literally, all of our Google Docs that we have end up being, like, fucking 15 pages long, because it's just like tons of shit, I mean, not all shit, but like tons of different brainstorming
just throwing
ideas.
Out everything.
Yeah, and like,
and I will say we're more confident about it as well. Not only in like, hey, this isn't the exact line we want to use, but maybe it'll spark something. But also actually feeling confident in what we're writing when we know it's good. And like, I think that like, I think that's really cool too, because like I idea that's coming around a lot more often, which is like, you know, recognizing like, oh, I am pretty, and like people really don't like that sometimes because it's like, oh, you're full of yourself or da 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 da, and it's like you're allowed to know that you're talented and know that you're like a talented and creative person, and that's why we do what we do, is because we love it and we love to do it, and we think we're good at it. Maybe.
Yeah. I would say I would.
Maybe we're not.
It's but it's not that we think we're good at it. We know we're good at it because we write fucking bangers all the time. And literally, I wake up every day. I have been trying my best to not listen to as many demos that we get back. So like,
I totally agree.
Yeah. So when it gets stuck in, like, there's this one song that I haven't listened to since the session, and it's been getting stuck in my head. So I'm like, obviously we're fucking good writers.
Which one is that?
It was the one we wrote with Gus and Kella and Mickey.
Yes.
What the fuck? Fucking no, I know what it's called. God, now I have God Complex stuck in my head, but that's not the thing I'm thinking about.
Me too.
I'm thinking Imaginary Friends.
Yes. God Complex too, dude.
Yeah,
Anyway.
God Complex, like, it's you know a song is good, or at least catchy, if not good, if you can have another song playing, and you can still remember.
Yeah,
because, like,
totally.
whilst I was playing, like, some music before we got on, and, well, Rena was singing Ariana Grande, but I still had one of our songs stuck in my head, and I was like, this is absolute chaos. Everything's going on. Does Rena still get called Violet? Rena gets called, like, every name under the sun.
Do I get called Violet?
No. I don't think so.
Didn't know I was getting that, but thanks a lot. No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly, all of your songs are absolute bangers. Thank you. We agree. If he poisons me, he's discriminating. Elle, what are we talking about? Oh,
Let's hope Gary gives you all the candy.
No, so Gary was a Discord bot that we had.
I thought you guys were talking about the Zodiac.
No, not that Gary.
Gary.
Oh my god, but that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, that's why I was like, get Becca out of here. Just kidding. I thought you were talking about a serial killer.
Oh my god. Elle's birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday.
Happy early birthday.
Libra babes. Love it. Let's see. I watched you blankly stare at your iPad yesterday for an hour. Shut up. You're right, Kay. I'm so, like, me, like, dissociating. I don't like that. Also, they were having a whole conversation yesterday, like, about, like, being leash kids and, like, you know, childhood trauma.
Oh, okay.
And, like...
That's what I thought.
Like, neutering men. Like, they're having this whole conversation in the chat. And I'm, like, just, like, I don't think I like that. Moves it. I want to put this back. It was very weird. You guys are weird.
It's a vibe. Should we look on these?
Yeah, I mean, you can just scroll.
Oh.
Did Twitter promo at Queen of the Night should bring in maybe like 2 people.
I actually see a lot of...
Kian.
Whoa. I actually see a lot of
Miss
people...
You.
Where are you seeing them?
Kian's in Italia. He's eating pizza and wooing women, I'm sure. Actually, he's probably doing school. Have you gotten out of your house, Kian?
There was one question that says, what was it like working on School of Rock? Sorry about asking this again. That was awesome. Did you not like it?
Oh, I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. I have a really hard time being on, like,
sets.
Yeah. Being on sets. It freaks me out. Music video sets
freaks her out means she doesn't like being told what to do.
No, it wasn't that, because I think it was weird, because I think someone came up to me when I delivered the one line that they had written. And, like, they came up and they're like, oh my god, you're so funny. And I was like, I just read something on a paper.
I think that's the other thing, is that, like, we're not actory.
No,
and I feel
weird.
like some of you may know this, some not, but, like, when you meet actors, like, there's definitely, like, a specific
Most of my friends are actors. They're very different from musicians.
And it's very, like, I don't know, some of them are super cool. Obviously, like just normal fucking people. You like some, you don't like others. But there is definitely, like, an actor vibe with a lot of them that's, like, just not us.
Yeah.
I feel like we're a little
I'm trying to figure out how to
messier.
Get comfortable.
For example,
no, but
the reason that I brought that question up is because I see a lot of our tweets that say like, oh, I learned about you guys from School of Rock, and I think that's really cool.
I was very thankful like for that experience overall, because I will tell you the specific thing I didn't like about it. It had actually nothing to do with School of Rock in general. It had to do with our styling.
What?
But because basically I used to refuse to wear a bra. This was an actual like point of contention every time I walked into a styling session with our old stylist Mia and our old manager and all that stuff. Is they were like, please, like, you have piercings, your nipples are sticking straight to God, like, put on a fucking bra. And I was like, no, my nipples want to be sticking out whichever way they want to go. So for this in particular, I understand that it was at Nickelodeon, right?
Yeah.
Is School of Rock Nickelodeon? I think it is. Could someone tell me if it's Nickelodeon?
I think, yeah, it is.
So when we did that, they're like, okay, you cannot have your nips sticking out, like this is a kid's show. And I was like, that's fair. So, but still, rather than wearing a bra, they put like pasties on me, but they're like chicken cutlets, so they stick out like half an inch.
So they're like silver dollar nipples,
Yeah.
which, no hate, but they look really crazy.
No, but it's not the nipple itself that's the problem. It's that my skin is here, and then there's just like a half an inch of chicken cutlet.
And it's also like not a nipple color. I mean, it's tan, but it's not like a nipple color.
But if you have gigantic nipples, there's no problem with that.
Totally.
It's the fact that there's like, it's like I'm wearing fucking like
It still ended up being a boob crease.
It's a weird boob crease.
It was a circular, it was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. So that was my main issue, but like the kids were really nice. I think like any time that we play and it's like fake playing, like the music is playing at you, but you like nothing's making any sound. It's weird. But like
weird.
The fact that these actors and these like kid actors can just gel into and adapt that fast, and like nothing's really awkward for them.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell with you people?
How
is this not weird for you?
There was also something really cool that the
kids are super sweet.
Where we played was a set that was supposed to be in like a record shop, and all of the
that was fun. Yeah.
All of the records, all of the T-shirts on the wall, everything in there that was like music or band related was made up, because what happens is if you have like say a Rolling Stones band cover on an album sleeve, you have to get approval for that. So all of the vinyls and the record sleeves and the T-shirts were all fake bands, fake places, fake stuff that they used just as like.
That was really weird. It felt like you're in a different world.
It was like a different reality, universe. And like some of the covers looked really good, but they were all fake. There was no album.
I feel like we were thumbing through things, and we're like, none of this makes any sense.
But we got to keep some of the T-shirts that were fake, so that was really
Thanks
cool.
Thanks for following. Thank you, Carrie. I'm sorry, I'm legally blind. But yeah, that was really fun, and also I think like we bonded with the kids a lot.
Yeah,
like we hung out with them. Like it's interesting as well, growing up in that scene.
Do I have a hair on my eyelash?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
Also, for those of you, because I see Beth is a little bit confused, what else is new? But basically, Beth, basically we were on an episode of School of Rock, which is a Nickelodeon show, like in 2017. I guess we were the band that they knew or something like that. It was crazy, dude. It was like very nice.
There's no hair?
No, there's no hair. I don't see any hair, dude. You're all wacky. Do you need a mirror?
No.
No.
You definitely don't see one. I feel it right in here.
No, it might be your mascara.
It just started happening.
I see your mascara is like, it might be a little dot from your mascara because it looks like there's a little bit of mascara crumble. I don't like calling it a crumble. Mascara crumble. But yeah, so the kids were really sweet. While we were getting stuff done, like they hung out in the same room that we were in. Everyone was getting mic'd up. It was very cute. They were very sweet kids.
Yeah.
It's also weird calling people kids. It makes me feel older. It makes me feel old.
Yeah, they were only like
They were kids.
They were like fourth or...
We were already adults. If this is what you call adulting. Hi.
Can you get me in contact with Casey so I can force him to release Call Me Daddy?
You guys want to hear it?
Gladly.
Should we play it for him? I don't know if we can.
Didn't you already play it for them?
I played it a couple of times. Sometimes you guys hear it, sometimes you guys don't hear it. What do you want me to do? So I feel like Casey wouldn't care anymore, but I don't know if it goes with the rest of the story. We should release it as like a B-side.
No, but it doesn't have to go with those. So we might have mentioned this. Some of you also might know it because we've said it in a couple interviews and whatnot. But like these EPs that we're putting out kind of follow a storyline. Definitely follow a storyline. But the album itself is not a concept album. It's just kind of more like
a coagulation of ideas. Dude, coagulation's one of my favorite words.
Specifically for blood, though.
I know, but that's why it's my favorite to be like, oh, you know, like rather than me saying I want to collaborate with someone, I say I want to coagulate with someone. If you ever have a crush on someone and you're like, I would like to, like, I think, like, years and years ago when I was, like, kind of, like, had a mini crush on Shawn Mendes, I think I said, like, I want to coagulate with Shawn Mendes. And I think everyone looked at me like, you were such a stupid bitch.
What's the biggest fight you ever had with each other? How did you resolve it?
Oh,
I had to fucking talk first. Wait,
no.
You talked first?
Neither of us did. Mom and Dad sat us down.
Oh, yeah, dude, you have something in your eye. Dude, I was probably feeling what you had as, like, an empathy. You got it. You got it.
Our biggest fight was because Rena came in my room. I actually remember this. I don't even know if we need to rehash it, though.
Literally, I snapped, and then she snapped, and it wasn't even that big of a fight, but we ended up not talking over it for a week.
Well,
because I was trying to make a point.
So, and her point is valid, because Rena is a better communicator than I am. I'm not great. Like, I'm good with confrontation when it comes to someone saying something mean. Like, I'm good at, like, snapping back with that. But when it comes to people I care about and confronting them or saying, like, I'm sorry, I do have a difficulty with that. And it's because my brain always convinces me I'm right. Which I wasn't. But Rena, like, was making the point that, like, she didn't want to be the one to always say she was sorry. I, in my defense, felt like that situation, I felt like I was asleep and then I got attacked. And so I was like, why would I apologize when, like, I did say some mean things, but I was also, like, half asleep.
Yeah, but and that was like, so we just didn't talk for a little bit. And
2 weeks.
And then our parents were frustrated with us because we kept asking them. We were like, I'll have your people talk to my people, and our people was our parents, and they had to deal with us, like, going back and forth through them, and, like,
and ignoring each other.
The uncomfortable tenseness.
It was also around...
I knew we'd get over it, though. Like, there's never been a fight that was, like, such a blow-up that it was like, I need...
Most of our fights are pretty small.
Away. Yeah.
I also think, like, since we moved into each other and we've kind of figured out a rhythm, it's more so, like, hey, you know, if because I like everything clean. I have an issue with, like, clutter and all that stuff, so when there's, like, a ton of her stuff down here, I'll be like, hey, do you mind if I help you do that? Because, like, I don't mind.
Or, like, can you do that when you get a chance or whatever? I feel like we've grown closer, if anything, from, like, living together. I feel like I felt like we would have many more blowouts than we have. We've
only had one, and it was about the PS4. That was pretty much it.
And the Peter thing, though.
Yeah, but that wasn't like a blowout. Separate. That was something that was different. I don't think it was much of a blowout.
Yeah.
That was kind of like a conversation we had, and I was like, yeah, I'm working
on it.
Like,
all of the, like, blowouts that we've had, which, again, haven't been that big, like, were when we first moved in and trying to, like...
figure out our spaces.
Yeah.
I think also, like, because... Well, I moved out first, like, years ago. Mm-hmm. And so I was living with someone else in, like that house. And so, like, I had an idea of how I worked already, like, individually.
Right.
And so coming back after he and I broke up, coming back into Mom and Dad's house and living with 3 other people who work very differently.
It's frustrating.
It felt like I didn't have my own space.
Yeah.
And so once we got this, it was a lot of, like, figuring that out and figuring out how to be good roommates. Mm-hmm. And now I feel like we don't really have an issue. Like, if we have a problem or something, I mean, we haven't really had any communication issues in a while. If it's like, hey,
vibe, dude.
Yeah, it's not. Also, I think like us kind of keeping everything out of the common areas generally. What, like, we found a place to put our shoes. Like, I do the dishes. Rena takes out the trash.
We just vibe.
Yeah.
So we don't fight on that.
No.
What other questions? Give me your face.
I don't need a face.
Okay.
I wonder what variable contributes to the most in changing a band's sound. I think it kind of depends on like what you're listening to. I find that like when I was listening to a lot of Charlie XCX, all I wanted was everything turned up. I feel like
it just depends where you are as a person, and that's why like every artist is different.
Also, what the song is asking for.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of, if you're writing, what was it? We wrote this song recently. Fucking such a fun song. I can't wait, like, when we play it live, it'll be sick. The one we wrote with, what was it called? Better Place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's such a good song, and, like, I kind of had this idea that I talked with Rena beforehand, and it's a really sad concept. But I was like, yeah, but I hear it kind of like you being in denial and, you know, kind of almost like planning something.
I feel like it's like one of our happiest sounding songs.
Yeah, but it's one of the saddest songs when you actually read the lyrics and figure it out. And then it's really like, it's whatever. The thing is, I feel like as well, when you're in a band, despite being like, there's such a big difference between solo artists and bands. Obviously, one has more people, but when you're a band, it's not really what's best for you individually. It's what's best, and I always call it the machine, but it's like that's kind of what it is. What it ends up being is like this little like what furthers the story, what furthers the song, what furthers our narrative of what this world we're building. Rather than thinking like, oh, well, I want to write this music. Because, like, if I were to write music on my own, it would sound way different than Hey Violet.
I think it's both. For me, at least.
What do you mean?
I think it, like, plays into, like, what...
Well, to be fair, also, this cycle has been a lot about, like, your journey.
Right.
So, like, for that, like, I understand that. But, like, the song I think I relate to most is probably Never Settling Again. And maybe I Owe You. But a lot of those came from, like, things that I was thinking about. You know?
Gotcha.
But, like, with, like, Dear Love, or... It's not that I don't relate to them, it's just that it's as if I'm looking at your life.
Okay.
It's not as if I'm...
I see.
Does that make sense?
I think so.
But I think it's also, we kind of decided that, like, at the beginning of this era, that we're like, okay, this is this...
Right, but I mean specifically, like, yes, lyrically, but to me, sonically, like...
Oh, sonically, yeah. No,
that wasn't just me, for sure.
No,
like,
I was thinking subject-wise.
Oh, no, I wasn't thinking
that. Sonically, yeah, and I also think, like, we've been experimenting a lot, because we got so far away from live drums for a while, you know, like, all of From the Outside, I think only My Consequence is the only song that has actual live drums on it.
Maybe Unholy, too. I can't remember.
I don't think so. I think that they, like, I think...
One or two.
Yeah. But, it was so sonically different from what we have now that so much of the live aspect has come back, and I think we're starting to settle into the fact that we are a band, which isn't a bad thing. But we were just like, oh, we want to sound like this, and we want to, like, you know, we want it to be very electronic, and now we're like, oh, we kind of do want some of our band roots to kind of show through our music.
Yeah, and I think we've always liked that. There was a time, like, where I was being pushed more as, like, obviously, I am the lead singer, but, like, more as, like, the, like, focus, and we're more leaning into just the three of us, because we are a band. I'm not just a pop star on my own, like, and that's kind of, like, what it felt like it was kind of being marketed as, if that makes sense, but we just wanted to, again, like, lean into a band foundation and do some more real instruments. We've always had real instruments on our tracks, but, like, just even more so, like, being a little more of the focus.
Beth says, what did you put in Bitter Pill to make it so addictive? I will tell you, it's that bridge, dude. That bridge has me, like, the re-intro to the last chorus is the is the MSG for me. Is MSG even addictive? Did they come out with that not being addictive? But I don't know. MSG is amazing.
Someone wants to see us arm wrestle.
Us arm wrestle? Okay. I don't know why we're doing this. I don't think we have enough space, and I think we're gonna knock something over, but whatever.
Probably.
Also, my hands are clammy because I'm nervous.
Ooh.
You can't touch my clammy.
Wipe them.
What? There's still gonna be sweat. It's just gonna be a little bit drier. I have naturally clammy hands. They're nice and smooth.
Mammy.
There's not even a place for you to fucking, like, what am I gonna tap you on?
3. What? I don't know. Figure it out. 3, 2, 1.
Break the wrist.
Oh, good job.
What you do, so I don't know if you know this, Rena, but humans are like all about the endurance. Where some of the we're watching
on another screen what just happened. This is our reaction video to what.
Why don't we both burn it? Like, I totally broke my wrist.
That seems I have to do more push-ups.
So
this is our reaction to our response. Literally rip off a boomer.
If you could describe the new P, new P, oh god,
What?
If you could describe the new EP as a color, what would it be? For me, it would be blue.
What kind of blue?
Well,
I was
actually, no.
thinking like a dark blue, like ocean blue.
But are
Mixed
we
with a
thinking,
little-
like, when you know what, Sway for me is like a purplish blue. Bitter Pill is something electric. I kind of see it as a blue and a pink. And then I think that, what is the other song on it? Party Girl?
Yeah.
Party Girl is kind of lighter to me.
Like pink purple.
Yeah. It's all...
Sway, honestly.
Sway's super dark to me.
Yeah.
Dad!
Sway is quite dark. I see it as like kind of like a dark ocean blue. Almost a little...
Get in frame!
Almost a little like dark green-y, but like, I don't know, there's just something a little more sneaky about it.
Chartreuse
That's
is green.
kind of the only...
Beth.
That's the one new one that is going to come out on October 22nd. So, and we'll be playing that for the
Veeps.
Veep
Also,
shows.
guys, have you bought your tickets to the Veep show?
Bought your ticket.
Have you bought your tickets to the Veep show? It's only $15, so I don't know why you wouldn't do it. I mean, if I were you, I'd buy a ticket. I think my man got his mom to buy a ticket, which is horrifying.
Why?
I don't do parents, man. I don't do parents. I abandoned my parents years ago. I don't know, dude.
Tell us about Deep End.
Deep End, it kind of... So, we released 2 singles off of the EP already. And then we've got one more coming out. Thanks for the follow, did you like how annoying that was? Yeah, so... Basically, Deep End, it's a 3-song EP, and it kind of dives into...
Pun intended?
Yeah, well, I didn't want to say it like that, but it kind of... Oh my god, why am I stroking out right now?
Deep End is basically like...
No, no, I would say that it's definitely about, you know... In the storyline, when you had problems, it was very much like this light and fluffiness of like, I'm gonna have such a great time fucking myself over, right?
Yeah.
And then this is kind of like looking into the shadows, looking into the void.
I feel like we've definitely touched on Party Girl and Bitter Pill a lot with you guys, but Sway specifically,
This is like the crux of the...
It's got such a almost a little not
It's
just
sneaky.
mischievous, but also a little, what's the word?
I mean, I always think of it as
Like
sneaky.
a little dark, like
Yeah.
like not well intended motives, if that makes sense. And
It's
what
almost,
I mean
it's
by
almost
that,
self-aware that what you're doing is wrong.
what
It's
I
like
mean, yeah,
truly
what I mean
self-aware.
is like I wrote this at one of the most vulnerable times in my life, and I say one of the most because it wasn't the most vulnerable. Like,
We'll
it
unpack that in a moment.
well, it was like feeling like my life or like my surroundings and like my emotions inside were getting really out of control. but there was still an ego to that, in that I wanted to regain that control. And so that's kind of what Sway was written about, was this like perceived this perceived power that I wanted to gain my control over. And how I did that was, you know, I was drinking a lot at the time, I was using a lot at the time, and how I took that control in that insanity inside of me was lying to people and telling them that I was one place when I was actually another place, and who I was hanging out with was different than who I was actually hanging out. You know, like there were a lot of things that I felt were slipping out of my grasp, and I wanted to desperately be able to tell my story whatever way I wanted, even if that was like
all
not true, you know. And Sway is really kind of like a representation of that. And I think that like even now, even though I'm not like lying to those around me, I see Sway as such a cool song because it's like it can be perceived also as like an empowering song of like, you know, these people might be saying XYZ about me, but this is my narrative, this is what, you know, and actually using that as like, I mean, we as a band, we've been like, you know, Nia and I as women have been like put down for being women. Oh, do you actually like play your instruments and da 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 da, and like our narrative is like, I don't have to prove shit to those people that are saying those things, and this is our narrative, and this is our band, and this is like what we've created. And so that's kind of how I see Sway, both in its baby stages where it was like kind of a little toxic and a little bit just sneaky, like Nia was saying, like that's where it started, and big picture vibes, it's kind of like I have control over my story, and I'm gonna use that again, not in such a toxic way, but really being able to own who we are and what we do, and what we love to do as a band, which is like putting out these songs and playing with you guys, and like
also it's gonna be fucking fun as hell to play live.
Go the fuck
like
off.
We're playing an acoustic show for the Veeps, which still you should go and do it. We've been working really hard, we've been practicing a ton, really trying to get it sound right and look right for you guys. But when we play that like full band live, I'm gonna freaking flip my fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like it's so fun. The gangs, if y'all ain't singing along, you're getting smacked.
The lyrics are la 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 la.
Easy,
really
easy to remember.
Easy as lemon squeeze.
What you say? Sway is one of your faves you've ever released.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for me to say, dude, because like
we've had a lot of good ones, but I would say it's like definitely up there for me.
I think Bitter Pill so far has been my favorite, but Sway I love a lot. It's also weird because like before we released Problems, the EP, I listened to those 4 songs nonstop. Oh my god, why did I freak out over that? Nonstop. Yeah. Nonstop is what I kept thinking.
Nonstop.
And I haven't listened to them in forever. And not in a way of like I don't like them anymore, but just like you kind of grow, and now I'm on to this EP where, I mean, I haven't listened to Party Girl in a while, but I listen to Bitter Pill tons. I'm listening to Sway, and I'm wondering like how will that change when the next EP comes out? Am I gonna not listen to those as much anymore?
Sway and Ruin My Life are my faves. Ruin My Life isn't coming out yet, but those two
next
are like
EP. Yeah. Well, next EP, because this one hasn't come out yet. We have so many freaking EPs lined up for you guys. It's like actually it's insane.
It's kind of ridiculous.
It's good though. Like we haven't put out music in so long. It's kind of a very interesting process and a different way to put out music.
Yeah.
Like we're just having fun because I feel like, you know, we may never do it this way again. I'm not really sure what we'll do. It kind of depends on how we think about it. But like for this specifically, it's definitely about the music, obviously, but there's also a lot to the artwork. I feel like the art is a big part of like this whole process, and since the beginning for me, like kind of putting together kind of the ideas for what the artwork was going to look like is a big part of the story.
Yeah
because I mean the Broken Heart, the Pink Solo Cup, the next EP that, you know, we have the idea for, they all do kind of work together. Thank you for following, Helium. Random ultraviolet. Oh, that's so cute. We have people on YouTube. One person on YouTube.
Cute.
Oh, 2 people on YouTube. Tell us more about your music. Guys, we have a lot of viewers today. Guys, you know what, though? If you guys get us to 75 viewers, I actually think that puts me onto the path of a partner. So if you could do that.
I don't know what that means, but
a Twitch partner right now, I am eligible to be, I think, like an affiliate. I have to fill that out, but let's do even more, you guys. Also, thank you guys for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you.
There's been a lot of people. I'll have Rena more often if you like having her around. But I won't have her if you guys are hating this episode, then we'll never have her on again.
She'll be banned from Twitch.
She'll be banned.
Yeah.
And unfollow her.
Blocked.
You've already done a song about hoodies. How about one about pajama pants or Lululemon stuff? Yeah, I mean, whatever. We'll write a song about a fucking, like, fly on a wall. I don't care. Actually, no, Miley already
Fly on the wall.
An itsy bitsy. I always think an itsy bitsy.
No,
smitsy,
creepy
creepy little fly on the wall.
Yeah, dude, that. Whoa, that just.
Don't play it. You can't play it on the stream.
I won't, but that like accessed a part of my memory that I didn't think that I still had. Hi, Matt.
I'm gonna download Twitch and just wait some hours, days. Thank you.
Take a shot every time Nia says guys.
Shut up. Maybe tweet out the link. That would help bring in people. Oh my god, Mel's like roasting me. I usually do tweet out the link. It did not. I'm on a different computer right now.
Maybe tweet out the link, question mark.
Okay.
So sad.
I'm getting fucking roasted in the chat. Violet is my favorite Hey Violet member. Actually, do we want to tell them about the thing that we used to have as like an idea that we changed?
What?
About the character Violet that we actually have?
No, because I think that's kind of like still.
But we're not doing that anymore. We're doing the other thing.
I don't think so.
No, not that.
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the
I think it still plays into what we have created.
Forget about
right
it.
now.
You guys are not a part of it.
Sorry, it's top secret.
It's top secret.
You wouldn't understand.
You can get it when we're dead.
Is it a secret or would you not understand?
Hey guys, do you think who's gonna die first?
What?
Hey guys, bet which one's gonna die first. You guys should bet on our lives.
$10 on Rena.
Like the bet
That's
gets so
Squid Game shit.
The bet gets so high that someone comes, we get bounty. Like we got a bounty on our.
Wait, I've lost sight of where this came from. Is anyone else just as confused as I am?
I was looking at you and then I was thinking about me and I was like, one day we're gonna die.
I was looking at you and I was thinking of me. What the fuck?
I was just like, damn, we are not permanent.
Dan, you're sick. She's sick. Mel said, I literally didn't mean it in a mean way, OMG. I literally didn't mean it in a mean way, OMG. I'm just kidding. Nia, you're gonna do something stupid and get yourself killed. Why are you getting roasted? Beth said, actually, I think Casey would die first.
To be honest, Casey's gonna. Oh, Peter's out.
Alright, see you later,
Bye,
Peter.
Peter, guys, his tongue's sticking out. Hi, Peter.
Come on.
His tongue's full out. Hold on, you guys gotta see this. Hi, Peter. Hi, Peter. Oh, his tongue's back in his face.
I don't know if it was ever out.
It was. I saw it. I saw it sticking straight out. Also, the cats are like laying here. Guys, if I ever die, how do you think it's gonna happen?
Old age.
Thank you, Line.
I
think I'm gonna die from.
I don't like this game.
I love this game, dude.
Dude, you didn't change 19.
Oh shit.
We got this countdown.
Actually, can I do it afterwards? Because we're on stream right now.
Yeah, we got a countdown, and by we I mean Nia got a countdown thing, like a certain amount of days till Halloween, and we can change the little block so that it's on the right day.
You are also part of this household. You
said. Yeah, and then I can change it to 8.
I said we can change it.
She did say we.
She's trying to fucking. Do you see the manipulations? You would die. Okay, so I actually have always. My goal is to die from laughter, and I told my friends that I wanted to do it, and they said, you could possibly that might be you, but our other friend Nick when he laughs, he starts, like, choking every time. Like,
is it like
you say something
that
really,
type of laughter that's, like...
Like, he falls off his chair
engine?
and starts, like, choking, like, to death. And it's, like... And then it makes him laugh harder. And then it, like, he continues to choke. And it's, like, hilarious to listen to, but also...
Like, he definitely has potential.
He has the potential.
On that
I don't think I have the
half.
potential. I think, like, I have enough potential to, like, get a stomach cramp.
You would do something really dumb, like slip on a banana peel or, like...
That's so predictable. I'm not dying from a banana peel.
It's literally not predictable.
What? You invented
like, there's gonna be, like... Yeah, no, like, one part of the floor is gonna, like, have some water on it. And you're gonna just, like...
I'm gonna die because I leave the oven on and the whole place catches on fire.
That's true. Nia did that, like, multiple
times.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't remember that. I have such an obsession with the fucking, with the burners, but I cannot get the oven in my brain. Not Rena.
An imposter!
Your goal is to die from laughter? Yeah, imagine. Nia, how do you call an imposter. Okay, I read it backwards. No one likes the game about how we're gonna die, so let's move on.
Nia is a sim confirmed?
I'm not a sim.
Biba Doobie. That's an artist.
Biba Doobie, a Biba Doobop. Biba Doobie, Booba Doobop.
What'd you say?
Biba Doobop.
No.
Sui. I'm not a sim.
Oh, we busy.
I don't have that fucking.
Oh,
I don't have that NPC energy. What are these other questions? How does Hey Violet decide which songs are going to be selected as a single?
We go like this.
Which one? Oh, guys, actually, how do we decide that?
Do. I don't know.
I think we usually
just vibe.
We kind of see which. So
we
Sway
just vibe.
And Bitter Pill were the two that we were like, which one feels more like a single to us? And Sway is really good, and I think you guys are gonna like it. It almost has kind of a pure vibe to it.
Also, yeah, a little bit.
Like
but
in the sneakiness.
Also, like, yeah. Also, I feel like specifically picking Party Girl and Bitter Pill, we take what feels best for the storyline. Like, for example, with the Sway thing, like, that whole kind of, like, toxic manipulation, that didn't go on for super long, so for us... Stop! You're like, I don't know, you're fucking doing some shit.
No, the Sway storyline did not have...
It didn't feel like something that needed to be focused on in the... It just didn't feel authentic to the story in that, like, putting it as a focus, because that's not... It was almost like I was in denial during the time, and it just didn't feel like very me, if that makes sense. Like, I wrote this song about that person that I was becoming, and it felt like Bitter Pill really had the kind of, like, taking back control, or at least trying to, and, like, because
Bitter Pill also, actually, I would include in one of the songs that I feel like I relate to a lot, because Rena and I wrote that right after we both either broke up or got broken up with.
And during that same time of, like, me diving into vices and stuff, and I think you were smoking at the time and shit like that, but, like...
I was smoking, guys.
But, like, just kind of, like, that really... It feels like... It feels very, like, fresh, you know? Like...
Yeah. It's also just fun. It's a way to just say fuck you to everybody. Yeah. Which is a lot of fun.
We like that. Always. We love saying fuck you.
What sound does a witch's vehicle make? Broom, broom. So silly. Someone said, what's hard about being a singer? How do you deal with haters? She doesn't.
I crumble.
She crumbs. How do you deal with haters? I feel like,
wait, where do you see that?
The healthy way to deal with haters is to, like, either block comments, block words, or, you know, like, don't look yourself up. My way of dealing with it is clapping back at everybody, which is not healthy.
I feel like that's for me, like, not the hardest part. It's like it's a difficult part of being a singer, but I think the hardest part specifically about being a singer is, like, working out. I fucking hate working out. I wish I was one of those people that, like, felt energized from it, but I don't. It drains me of every last ounce of energy that I have. And what little I have left throughout the day.
That's fair.
And
That's fair. Yeah, I don't
haters,
think the hate.
It's like I feel like it definitely used to bother me a lot more.
Yeah.
And now we kind of just fuck with people.
Yeah, because I just like I think
Just,
that
we don't really pay attention.
you never, no matter if we sat on here for 24 hours, there's no way that anyone could actually know exactly what we know about ourselves and each other.
Yeah.
Like, if we told you every single thing that has ever happened in the world about in our lives and all that shit, you still wouldn't exactly know who we are, and that's not a bad thing. There's a way to protect yourself from that. But I think like haters coming at me being like, you did this or you did that, or coming at her and saying that stuff, it's like, okay, misinformed bitch.
Wait, I don't know. Whoa. I don't know what Nia's talking about, but
no, I'm just talking, not misinformed, but I'm just saying like the haters don't bother me because they don't even know the truth either way.
Well,
that's what
I was
gonna
say,
me.
like, not necessarily even about them like assuming things about a situation, but like I think it speaks volumes on its own that the things that we're putting out and creating are things that we're putting out and creating, and they're just a mean comment on the internet. Period. Like, that's fair. All they have to them. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's that, and it's also
not even that. It's not. We just don't even want to give it breath. You know, like, why waste our energy on something that's bad energy?
Also, a lot of those comments, like earlier on, I think were very sexist, misogynistic, or like talking about things that like it kind of showed more about you than it showed about anybody else. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're saying those things to people, if you're saying like you're only getting attention for this or that, or you don't actually play your instruments, or you putting someone down for their looks, it can hurt the person you're saying it to, but it's really a reflection of who you are.
It's like, who hurt you?
Yeah, and and that's the thing as well. I think you start to gain a little bit of empathy for the people saying those things, because it's like you often talk to, really? I feel a lot of empathy for people who leave those comments. I feel really bad.
Like, I just don't give it enough. I don't give it that much thought.
I don't get any hate anymore, but I'm saying when I did, like, I felt, after a while of dealing with it, I started feeling bad for those people. And not in a way like I'm looking down on you, but in a way of like, I hope whatever you're going through fucking works out. Sucks for you.
Sourdough.
We'll read the question, right? If you could be any type of bread, what type of bread would you be? I'd like to be a baguette. Or, you know what? We've been getting this rustic bread from Gelson's, and it's awesome.
Oh, I really want food.
Why didn't you eat? I had mushrooms. I made stuffed
bread
mushrooms.
And butter after. Stuffed mushrooms? Would you stuff them with?
Cream cheese, breadcrumbs, garlic, Parmesan, and a bit of cheddar, like an Irish cheddar.
That's intense.
Favorite cheese? Kian's asking favorite cheese. Favorite cheese? Do you have a favorite cheese? But
vegan ricotta cheese from Crossroads on Melrose Avenue.
That's good. I think my favorite... I like mozzarella. Mozzarella is my favorite.
I'm hungry for Crossroads.
Oh, you gonna spend that money, girl?
Nope.
What? Queens of protecting your energies. Sometimes. Is it hard to put vulnerable songs out into the world? Sorry.
No, you're good. That was just cool.
I would say sometimes. I would say, like, the thing is, you know, when you put your art out there, you're kind of opening it to criticism, which is okay, and you kind of have to realize that that's a part of it.
Sway was difficult for me.
It will be difficult for you. It's not out in the world yet.
I mean, just the decision to put it out.
Really? Why is that?
Because then it'll be out. It's just difficult because, like, it was kind of hard to, like, come to terms with the fact of how much I was, like, wanting to hide from the people that loved me, because I was so deeply enmeshed into my mental illness and trying to cope with that in really unhealthy ways, and just kind of, like, being able to, like, reconcile that and admit to, like, damn, I was really fucked up, you know? But so I feel like it was, like, a little difficult, but ultimately I think I would almost always rather choose to, like, be honest and tell the story that we want to tell
Also, if it
the good, the bad, and the ugly, you know. So
also for me, I think like a big thing as well is putting something out that could possibly help someone else.
Yeah,
or make someone else feel more at home. I think is important.
Swag is gonna crumble me.
Swag.
No, it's not sway.
Swag. What soup are you? I'm cream of broccoli or miso soup. I love
chicken noodle.
Okay, Rena loves this chicken noodle from what is it, Amy's?
Mm-hmm.
There's this Amy's canned chicken noodle soup that she loves.
Good.
It's pretty good.
No, it's so good.
It's okay.
It's so good.
It's good. It's decent. I like broccoli cheddar in the Panera bread bowl. I love.
I
bread
feel like
bowl
that
soup.
would be my vibe if you could have cheddar. Yeah.
If you could have, or if you chose to have.
It smells so good.
Mm-hmm. I love.
Chose to. Nah, Kay, you didn't mean sway. You didn't. It's swag. Should we play like a small portion of it? Will we get in trouble?
Will we get in trouble? IDK, dude. Do you want to play a little bit?
Should we play it? Should we play a little bit? Bruh.
I love how Beth is like, I'm asking the real questions about asking what type of bread we'd be. When are y'all playing the Troubadour again? Hopefully soon. We might have a show possibly coming up. I don't know how much I can say about it though. What? Why are you looking at me?
I literally was just.
I thought you were starting shit, dude. I thought you were starting shit. I thought you were I thought you were telling me not to say anything.
There's no shit started over.
Shit is being started, dude. Please do an acapella version of All We Ever Wanted, Simlish.
Oh my god, I'd have to get at the lyrics. I don't even know.
Oh,
what was that, Edgar?
Edgar got training yesterday. He smells like Fritos. It means he's been having a good nap. Anytime he doesn't smell like Fritos when he's been sleeping, I'm like, oh, he's been awake this whole time. Oh. He's been listening. Right now, he's been super relaxed. You can tell because his lips are all flat. Hey, Mr. Flat Lips. Dude, I love this dog so much you guys don't understand. Oh my god. Just look at how he's collapsed into my arms. Oh, hold on. I have to do this way. Look. Are you dead, dude? Are you dead? What happened? Rena, look at this stupid dog. Look.
Aww. Hey, Edgar.
He's so relaxed. What? 7 Days to Die. I think I have to download it, Linz. Wait, Rena, are you pulling it up or no?
Are we playing it?
Play a little bit. Play a little bit. Play a little bit. Play a little bit. That's how I sound. Sorry you guys have to listen to someone with such an annoying voice. Not Rena, sorry. I was talking about me. The song's good. She sounds beautiful.
Are you going to talk over
yeah.
the whole thing?
Yeah. Go ahead, play it.
Is it going to sound like shit, though? Like...
What's it matter? What's it matter?
I want it to sound good for them.
They'll fucking... Tell us if it sounds like shit, you guys.
Did it sound like shit just now?
I was talking over it. You couldn't even hear it.
You know what this sounds like, dude?
What?
It sounds like one of the songs from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, dude.
Ding, 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 ding. Like that kind of like... that tone of guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Does it sound like shit, guys? Edgar's song bonus track on new EP.
He's gonna do a little dance for you guys.
Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight.
Ooh!
Get down tonight.
Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down tonight.
3 out of 10.
Could you? Okay, they said it sounds fine. It sounds groovy. Swag sounds so swaggy. Which you sound no.
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 Okay, here we go. Stopping it right before the drop.
That's what the rest of it sounds like.
Edgar's shaking ass for free.
Edgar doesn't shake his ass for free. Y'all just paid $20. Check your bank accounts.
That's swag.
That's swag.
Check your bank accounts. They've been cleared.
I need it. Mel says it has Halloween vibes.
Ooh,
It
yeah, it does, honestly.
Guys, should we put out, like, a Christmas song? Would you guys listen if we put out a Christmas song?
Like cover or like make one?
Make one.
We've been wanting to make one for a few months now. Thank you guys. Yeah,
Okay.
I hope you guys like it once it comes out. Oh, so it's a cry whilst shaking your ass kind of vibe. We'd love to see it. Is it? I think it's more like
I feel like you missed to that song.
yeah.
Or like I
literally
feel
just,
like you know what it sounds like to me is it sounds like not secret agent-y, but I can imagine some bitch going through lasers. Like you have like the little green lasers and she's like
yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like I see that.
So
vibes.
So just fucking if they make another fucking James Bond movie.
I want it to be woman-led, dude. I want there to be like I want like there to be lady like Jamie Bond.
Well,
his daughter.
they're thinking of making James Bond a female in the next movie, so
Really?
shut your fucking face.
I don't really know much about James Bond, if I'm honest.
I don't either. I want to see the movies. Yeah, Swag's on Deep End.
Swag is on Deep End. And also, you're going to have to wait for everything to drop soon. That's kind of how it works with us. Soon is like our to be date, usually. What would it be called? It would be called This Is a Christmas Song, Listen to It or Die. I'm trying to think. So there's a...
How am I going to die on Christmas night? No,
that's kind of scary. That's
like, you were the one that was like, how am I going to die? Let's take bets. Like, take bets.
I want you guys to make money off of us. If we ever are to die, you can make money.
So really what we're doing is having your back.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Protecting your investments.
Christmas depression. Dude, I feel that.
Christmas depression? Is that what the song is going to be called?
Yes, I make it about Christmas depression.
Do you have any sort of thing like during the seasons? Does your mood change? Specifically? Do you have sad? Do you think? What is it? Seasonal something depression?
No, maybe
sad.
But I also have like major depressive disorder, so it's like hard to tell the difference. You know? Yeah, like a Marvel. Yeah, exactly.
Wait. Where?
Last one.
I can see it being in a badass Marvel scene with, like, Scarlet Witch or Captain Marvel. That'd be sick. Nia, what did Halloween... Oh, Mel, what did Halloween ever do to you?
Yeah.
Mel, you're not into Halloween. Seasonal depression. But isn't there an A word? I thought it was called
Seasonal
sad.
affective disorder.
Yes, thank you.
Bitch.
I was just wondering, I feel like I have, like... I get... Not sad, but I get uncomfortable, just generally uncomfortable during summer. Like,
yeah,
summer
we don't
for me...
I feel like a lot of people do really not so great in, like, overcast and rainy.
That's
we love that. Yeah. I do understand the overcast sometimes, also, like, when it's too many days in a row.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
Because, but, like, 1 or 2 days, it's, like... prime time for sneaking, you know?
I just feel better when the
sneak time. Sorry.
Like, I feel like during the summer, I never want to go outside. Like, I feel like more sick during summer. Like, I feel like I'm constantly
them closer?
I feel like I'm constantly having headaches.
Yeah.
I feel, like,
tired,
unproductive.
lethargic,
Yeah,
like...
I just feel, and I think it's a lot of physical stuff. It's not me being sad or depressed. I don't have depression, but, I think... Yeah, I'm definitely a fall and winter baby.
Same.
Like, all the way.
Same. Spring isn't that bad. I'm just sneezy.
You're sneezy? Dude, I'm trying to start taking bee pollen. I need to start eating it. I bought some at a local fair recently. Trying to buy locally more.
Sorry if I'm look weird. I'm trying to read your things.
So you're looking really weird right now, dude. Yeah.
Hit that.
Dude, I wish my teeth all just stuck up straight up.
I will pay 50 cents for Sway to be released right now. It's more than
50 cents doesn't pay the bills, bae.
Pays more than a Spotify stream does.
Oh.
Love you, Spotify. But
hey man,
we all knew that.
It's hard making money in the times that we live in.
I'm in Canada where it snows 10 months out of 12. Fair enough. Yeah, I can understand that. Like, we're very, like, spoiled with pretty good weather here. So, like, an occasional overcast day is like, yay, like, it's not 100 degrees, but I can understand, like, how you'd be really sad in the fall if it's, like, it's always already snowy and shit.
Yeah. I feel like snow would be hard for me to deal with all the time, but if I could have a place that just had fall weather constantly, I'd be happy. If you guys know of a place like that,
Taylor's album era.
Yeah, right. Hold on, I'm trying to. What do you like most about each other?
Nothing.
You like nothing about me? Well, I like Rena's honesty.
No. Nia's.
I have one.
Nia's creativity is like really. It always like tends to baffle me, and like, she just like keeps me guessing.
Can you hear me chewing?
Yeah, I can hear you chewing.
I would say Rena's ability
to make any space not clean.
Well, like, first of all,
wherever I go, a hurricane follows.
She is like a human tornado, but I would say that my favorite thing, the thing that would baffle me, is generally your like approach to difficult situations. I feel like even though maybe internally you're freaking out, you're able to confront people and have a positive conversation. I also think like
sometimes I'm rageful though.
That's fair, but I think like especially like when we sit down and like one of my friends is like on the couch and happened to them when they were a kid, and you ask them a certain question that I would not have thought to ask them to kind of get them in a certain direction, and I'm like, for that, why are you so quizzical about this?
I don't know what you mean.
I don't want to say, like, I have a specific example in my brain, but I don't want to, like, say it.
It's, like, personal.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, like, when we're having conversations and they'll be like, oh, this thing happened to me as a kid, and you're like, well, you know, not this question exactly, but you'll be like, so how do you think that affected your relationship with, like, how you see these things or something? And it's, like, questions, and it's not exactly that, it's deeper than that.
Okay.
But I feel like that always impresses me. I feel like your ability to, go out of your way.
Nitty-gritty.
Yeah, but, like, your ability to, like... And I'm not praising this, but I think that, like, when you're able to and when it doesn't actually, like, hinder your existence, like, you will always do things for other people. Yeah. Like, you love to help people. You love to, like, send, like, you love writing the letters, like, your fan letters and stuff. She'll sit here for, like, hours just, like, writing. Yeah. Our fan letters. You'll sit here, like, writing for hours and just, like, you'll be telling me stories. Obviously, something, if it's meant for you, you're not going to say it to anybody. Also, even though we just said how maybe her ability to keep secrets was toxic and sometimes may still be toxic, but your ability to keep secrets for other people.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
she's always been really good
great,
at that.
Dude.
I would say I'm pretty good at it as well.
We both are.
Yeah, I think, but it's like if someone tells us things and we're not meant to tell anybody else, they specifically ask, or if we're like, oh, this is not something for anyone else to know. And also, we both really respect if it's like, yeah, this person didn't want someone to know.
We won't even tell each other.
No. And we also don't, and we also don't, like, make the other feel guilty if it's like, no, this is for them to say. Like, this is their thing. Oh, you stubbed your toe back in 2009. How's your relationship with your dad?
100%. That's exactly how the conversation went, actually. Literally.
Yeah.
Basically.
Nia doing ice ASMR. Man, this is the way it is.
All your stage presence makes me want to kiss your heads. You're so fun. No, you gotta, like, all our stage presence should make you want to kick douchebags. I like the kiss our heads, though.
What do you do when you feel stuck? Poop it out. Did anyone see Rena's TikTok? Guys, if you don't follow us on TikTok, go to @itsHeyViolet and you'll see what I'm talking about. But what actually do you do when you feel stuck?
Sometimes I'll color in a coloring book.
Oh yeah, you do.
Sometimes I'll read poetry.
Listen
it kind of helps. Definitely. It's actually becoming kind of a problem.
Yeah.
What about you?
Beth said, "Get unstuck, JK."
Duh.
Yeah, like when I would say that when I get stuck, I try and I do, like, I try and read things or, like, watch things that'll make me, or, like, actively search out music that I know will affect me in some way. I've oddly, like, I don't know if it's a guilty pleasure, but I've been listening to a lot of Christian music lately.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm not religious in any sense of the word. I, like, actually...
You like happy stuff, though, like...
No, I don't, but I don't.
Like...
That's the thing, though, is, like, I think it's not necessarily the happy stuff. Like, when I listen to music, like, on my own, yeah, I listen to a lot of Charlie and all that stuff, but I like chords that, like, make me feel kind of sad.
Okay.
But with the Christian music, I think what it is generally that affects me is hearing how it's affected other people. Like, there's a story today on the station that I've been listening to. It's also interesting because I like, my spirituality goes a lot to, like, the universe. Mm-hmm. I think it's a big thing that connects all of us. There's, like, this web that comes down and, like, attaches to your head and my head and everybody.
It kisses all of our heads.
It kisses all of our foreheads. So I have an idea in my head that, like, everybody's, Jesus, take the wheel. That is not what's been playing on that station. But, yeah, I have this idea that we're all connected in some way, but it's never, like, for me, if the universe ever has a gender, it's a she. But generally for me, it's very, like, genderless. It's just this being, this entity that exists, and when we die, we kind of give any information we've learned or any of the karmic, like, the things we've learned karmically, it gives it back to that. So listening to these people, like, talk about their faith is very interesting to me, because I've never felt, like, exactly that way about my spirituality. And not in a bad way. It's like I'm still connected to it, but it's like these, I don't know how to describe it, but it's beautiful in a way. I think the main thing is, like, this one woman, she just lost her husband to COVID, September 19th. Aww. So recently. Yeah. And she said she immediately turned on the station, and the first song that came on was, Scars in Heaven, or something like that. And then they played it, not really my song, not really my chords, but, like, the lyrics were really, really sad, and I can imagine, like, your husband just died, you just found it out, so you turn to a station where you, like, your faith sits there. It is a ministry, like, technically, and heard this song that was, like, exactly about her situation. It's like, at least I know that, like, you're up there, and, like, your pain is thousands of miles away. Like, it is beautiful to me, and I did cry listening to her talk about it, because I was like, it's interesting that when we as humans are in pain, there's always something we go to, and it's interesting to see what people, like, whether it's people on that station are like, yeah, this has helped my marriage, and I'm like, I want to understand what about this helped your marriage,
and specifically music related too.
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
Like,
also, there's no commercials, which is kind of a big reason as to why.
That's
like,
true.
When I listen to 102.7, which I love pop music. But sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I can't. It's also, I don't mind commercials. I hate when it's the same commercial I've heard 6 times. If it's a new commercial, I get excited.
Sometimes I like to memorize them.
Really? And we're like opposites.
Yeah, like,
I hate
we're the SoCal helpful Honda person here to do some shit.
Yeah, you really memorized it. That's exactly a commercial.
But 800 588 2300 and part today.
Yeah, I hate, like, I like when the commercial is new, dude.
Yeah,
but I think it's interesting. I like hearing the way people talk about, because I don't necessarily relate to that, and I don't share my specific faith with a group of people. So having that kind of unifying factor that, like, I try and picture what they do in writing sessions. Like, I sit there and I listen to the lyrics they're writing.
Do one.
I don't want to write a Christian song, to be honest. I don't feel like that would be, like, true to me.
Fair enough.
But, like, I want to know, like, I wish I could be a fly on the wall, like, in a session like that, because I'm like, do they sit there and they're like, yeah, so, like, this is what Jesus has done for me. And, like, they sit there and they talk about that.
I don't know, man.
I know, but I'm just
interested.
interested.
No answers for you.
I'm so interested. I don't know. That's kind of my vibe. So I've been listening to a lot of Christian music, and sometimes I do Shazam a song or two, and I'm like, I like these chords. I want to, like, fuck around with them a little bit.
Kay said I'd be memorizing commercials and saying them like their songs. That's what I do.
Do you guys ever get, like, phrases stuck in your head? Like, sometimes I'll watch something on TikTok, and, like, the wackus bonkus. You know that? That's been stuck in my head. Like,
I
only
just have
that,
the,
like,
like,
wackus bonkus, like, over and over again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, can I tell them that story?
Go for it.
Oh. Guys, so Rena and I have this app downloaded on our individual phones called Be My Eyes. I would highly suggest it, mostly if you don't have, like, social anxiety, I guess, in some way, or, like, anxiety talking to people. But it's an app for visually impaired people and for people who want to, like, volunteer or, like, aid in their time.
Mm-hmm.
But you can basically, like, someone who's visually impaired can call you and you can kind of help them, whether it's, like, finding a prescription, picking out a shirt, a certain color. Like, you can help them kind of, like, figure out whatever they need help with. A task they need help with. So I got my first call the other day. And it was this man. I'm not exactly sure where he was, but I think it was like I think it was India, because he was like figuring out some appointment stuff, and the top bar on his page that he was asking me about the appointment, it had a date underneath it, but it said on top like TARIKH or something like that. And I was like, does that mean date? And he said, yes, very good, like really good job. So I helped him figure out a date. He found out that he missed his appointment. So he I'm sure he called afterwards, but he was really excited that like he actually got good connection, because the last person he talked to, he didn't have a very good connection. But when I told him, like, I'm sorry, like, you missed your appointment, he was like, oh no, no. And I was like, are you singing the TikTok song? Like, this man's like 45 years old, if not. Oh, thank you. Oh, Ava, finally. Ava. About time, girl. I'm just joking. Thank you for being here, babes. How are you doing, Ava?
Hi.
But yeah, it's a really good app, and I would highly suggest it. There are a lot of volunteers, so it's not a ton of, like, there aren't a ton of times that you're gonna.
What I've experienced is like a call once every like 6 months or so. Mia's gotten just her first one, and she's been signed up for even longer.
No, I've had one call that I've answered, and then one call that I missed because it got picked up by someone else.
And when did you sign up?
I'd say about a year ago.
Yeah, so you get a call every like 6 months or so. And
it's really nice, though, because you just have, like, these really nice interactions with people, and it's, like, it's free.
I helped a guy read his lottery numbers one time.
Really?
He did not win.
No. Well, Casey made a joke. He was like, imagine if, like, he's like, hey, could you help me, like, oh, also with my guy, he was like, I am looking at this paper. And he was like, wait, I'm not looking at this paper. I can't see. I'm blind. And I was like, it's okay, so dude. Cute. Like, it was just really cute. But, Casey was like, imagine, like, he picks up his mail or something, and he's like, can you read this? And it's like, you are being served.
Oh,
I was like, I don't want to be the person who's like, I'd be like, so, sir, this isn't great news. You're getting served. I'm so sorry. I was like... I'd be like, oh my god, you don't want to read someone's also, like, their mail.
You're the one that has to tell them. Yeah.
Yeah, that would suck. But, like, I've only had good interaction so far. So I would definitely, recommend joining if you have a free moment. It's also, they have so many volunteers, you don't need to join, but it's just nice, you feel good, like, you've helped someone. Also, like, you've just interacted with a person. It's just weird the time we live in with, like, technology and stuff. Yeah,
but it is helpful. Like, it's just... someone to talk to.
And I mean, you want the same done for you. Like, if you live alone or any of that kind of stuff, like, and you need help, it's like, hey,
it's
I don't know.
It's such a handy little thing that they can just call upon a volunteer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be. It would be awkward. Like, you're getting sued.
What'd you do, my man?
I haven't had to do that yet, so.
No,
What'd you do, my man?
Like, they're wanted for, like something terrible, and you're like, yeah, so, like, this is kind of like a warrant for your arrest.
Oh my god. That would be awful.
Where are you at, my man? Rena?
I have not yet. I'm trying to get more, so I have a little, bin of all the things that I want to hang up. I just have to figure out, because I have so many knickknacks and stuff. I've figured out where I want it to go, but I haven't hung everything up yet. But
also, as you can see, like, we still have pictures
so
that are,
much
like,
to go
dangling
here. But
around.
We just started putting these up, like we told you guys.
Right. Yeah,
but there's gonna be, like,
wall.
Obviously, like, a lot of extra space around. Yeah. So we are going to have a bug wall. But anyway, yeah, I know where I want it to go. It's not up yet, but I have, like, I'm, like, my brain works in, like, not in parts. I have to, like, see everything, like, where it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I had to move that one triangular shelf that I have that I didn't like. So
you need to see it, like, full. You're a full picture person.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because then if that one thing's there, it might throw off something for, like, another wall. You know what I mean?
That's
I don't
fair.
know.
Yeah.
But I have an idea of where I want it, so.
Yeah. Well, we've been going for about an hour and a half.
I'll send you a picture
when
it's done.
Do it. Yeah, so we've been going for about an hour and a half, so we could probably wrap it up a little bit.
Should we do, like, one more question?
Yeah, we could do another question.
You pick one now. I feel like I picked a lot.
What's the worst thing about making music videos? That's a good one. Oh, if you change something about the word. Yeah, let's do that one. We can do that.
Okay. From DXRNR_YT, what's the worst and best thing about making music videos? You go first.
I want to say the worst thing because I want to end on a positive note.
Okay, cool.
Worst thing, I think it's very, like, it's a hurry up and a wait situation a lot of the times.
Always.
Like, yeah, always. I don't know, I said it a lot of times.
Yeah, like, if you're on set, the directors are usually, and the producer is usually, like, hurrying the makeup and hair people, and everyone's feeling a lot of stress from that. But then once you actually get on set and you've hurried your way there and, like, still fucking pulling your pants on, you're hurrying so fast, then it's like, oh, the camera's not set up yet. Like, that's always the, like, the deal. It's like, okay, let's get playback ready. And now go. And it's like, okay, I just had to wait 10 minutes. I hurried up and then waited 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I think my favorite thing personally would be, like, our stylists and, like, our makeup artists and hairstylists and all that stuff. Like, whenever we've had extras or any of that stuff, like, we're quite solitary creatures. We're not really the type that, like, go out. Like, we'll meet people and we'll say thank you for coming or, like, all that stuff, but we like having our own space. Like, as long as we have a den to go back to, we feel safe. So every time we have a music video set up and there are extras, like, our stylist, Christina, she'll be like, this is your area. Like, this is where you can hang out. Yeah, she like, good. Mama bears the crap out of us, and I always feel so safe, and we'll just, like, hang out and talk to them. Because we don't want
random people coming in while we're changing, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with them. It's also, like, I get overstimulated really easily with other, like, people. So if I don't have a place, like, I'll go out as much as I want. I'll go talk to people. But as long as I have a home base, like, in that area, I'm happy, and she always does that. Like, so and makeup and hair are always like, are you guys good? Like, is everything good? They're always... It feels such, really, like, a sisterhood. Nice, like, it's really nice. Yeah, totally. But also, working with so many women is just, like, such a plus. Yeah, that's amazing. What are your worst and best things about music videos?
I think
because Rena's really on, like, Rena has to be, like, on, I would say, the most for music videos, because it's, like, you're the singer. So, like, it's...
I get a lot more scenes that I have to do and, like, all of that. Which I'm fine with. I think part of it for me is usually I don't really mind the shoots themselves. Like, when we're setting up the shoots, I don't love doing that. Like, I don't like the pre-production of that.
Yeah, I love that.
I like the, like, visual stuff, but, like, the scouting locations, and I'm like, I just want to do it. Like, I just want to do it. So I don't love that. I don't, but on, like, a bigger production where we actually have a team, the one thing that just always bugs me is there's never good options for me to eat. So I end up not eating, and then it makes me more, like, hangry. Yeah. And I don't like that. So Nia and I've kind of gotten used to, like, bringing our own snacks and stuff just in case, but, like, especially you, I don't really do that, but, like, I'll bring, like, a protein bar or whatever.
I always try and pack her a little bit.
It just sucks because it's, like, always, like, okay, Chipotle, and I'm like, I don't.
You also don't really like Mexican food.
Yeah. Well, like, so it's just, that's probably the worst part, only because I have to, like, work usually a lot longer, and so I get freaking hangry. But, you know, you'd think I'd learn now to bring my own stuff,
but I haven't. What's your favorite, though, as well?
My favorite...
Oh, also, I like looking pretty. I love just looking pretty. Like, we take so many selfies and cute outfits, and it's just, like, we look so pretty.
I think the shooting itself, like, I just fucking love, like, emulating a song and, like, being able to, like...
And you kill it, too.
Visually further the lyrical intent, and I just love, like, the actual shooting part of it. I don't like being, like, babied. And this is on, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of, like, people, they kind of, like, not babied. It's like being made to feel like above everyone else.
Oh, like the blowing smoke kind of thing.
No, like we had one photo shoot where the lady was like, "Oh, no drinks inside," and I was like, "Cool, I'll go in the back and I'll put my drink on the table. Like I won't have it inside because we were renting a location." So that was the person that like owned it. She was like, "No drinks inside." I was like, "Cool." And she was like, "So what do you do?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm the singer." And she's like, "Oh, you're in the band? Then you can have your drink inside." Da da da. And I'm like, "No, I'll put it outside."
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It makes me feel uncomfortable
Yeah.
because I'm like I'm not like above anybody. You know what I mean? But
yeah, no,
but we love feeling pretty.
Yeah, I love feeling pretty. It's like
and just like doll the fuck up.
What is it?
Like,
the bubbles and where's Bubbles? She's probably getting ready, brushing her hair upstairs, trying to be the prettiest girl at the party. I'm gonna be the prettiest girl at the party. That's like Rena and me as we're getting like dolled up.
And we make we try to make the most of it. Especially with COVID, like we just haven't been doing our makeup super often. But when we do get it done, we just go nuts and we're just like TikToks and little photo shoots and like, oh, let's go outside and get better lighting. Like that's fun.
Yeah,
I love that.
But you guys, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for like joining us.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, and if you guys, of course, thanks for being here.
Thanks for coming on and watching.
If you guys want to see more stuff like this, just let us know. You can let us know on Twitter, Instagram.
And let us know what you want to see because somebody mentioned doing like a makeup tutorial. We do a lot of videos of those, but like
if you guys want to do like a get ready with me, you can hella do that. But the more you comment on, I mean, like, Hey Violet, or on my post or Rena's post being like, do a fucking video, we will see it. If you're quiet, we won't see it. That's just kind of the way it works.
Hit us up or whatever.
Thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate you all. Also, just a reminder, we do have a show coming up. You can check it out on heyviolet.veeps.com, and that's VEEPS.
That's going on October 22nd and October 23rd.
And then a little
we have 3 different shows. We wanted to make it as accessible as possible because we know we have a lot of European fans and just fans all around the world. So definitely check it out. See what works best for you, and we'd love to see you there. There's also not only tickets, but merch bundles available, so you would get money off of merch. Go check it out. We love you guys, and we will hopefully see you soon.
Thank you. Love you all. Have a good one. Bye.